All right, so the Ole Miss quarterback battle, man. They got a three-way battle going on. One guy is super inexperienced. I mean, when you really look at the statistics of this thing between Jackson Dart, Spencer Sanders, and Howard, what was his name? Howard.
Walker Howard.
Walker Howard. I don't want to say Howard Johnson, bro. That's the hotels. Hold up. Let's just go through the stats from last year, right? Jackson Dart, 226, 362, 62% completion percentage, over almost 3,000 yards, 20 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. He was a beast in the running game too. 614, one touchdown. So when you look at this, you're gonna be like, why did the other two transfer when he was first year under what's his name? Why am I drawing the blank?
I know who you're talking about.
Who's the head coach? Lane Kiffin.
Kiffin.
First year under Lane Kiffin, and he did this. Not too bad, right? Spencer Sanders, 57% completion percentage, 2,600 yards, 17 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. He had 8 touchdowns on the ground, 391 rushing.
4 years of starting experience.
And he decommitted from Auburn to go there.
4 years of starting experience at Oklahoma State.
Crazy, right? Yeah. So he went from Oklahoma State, first year transfer. I should have put the Auburn and put an X through it, and then put the Ole Miss logo after this. And then you got Howard Walker, threw 2 passes, 33 yards.
He was
a freshman.
Yeah.
He was a freshman.
So
Garbage.
I think it's pretty lopsided to me on who you start here. Does anybody else agree?
So you have to start Dart. No question.
I think he got better as the season went on too.
He did.
I'm not a fan of Spencer Sanders.
That's actually, I don't know. Ole Miss went on a 4-game losing streak at the end of the year. They were 8-0.
But statistically, he was doing better.
That team was Sanders do better than Dart though. Like he's just mid.
For sure.
Like,
You know why Spencer Sanders did well? Because he played in the Big 12.
Exactly.
And Texas and Oklahoma suck. And Mike Gundy is a good coach. When you're one of the best teams in the Big 12, you and Baylor are at the top, and Oklahoma and Texas are not at the top, something is obviously wrong. But all of us don't like Spencer Sanders like that. So
no,
it's hard to tell what Lane Kiffin's going to do with all three, though. I mean, Spencer Sanders is going to play, I'm sure. You got Walker Howard for years to come, and then you got your boy Jackson Dart sitting there going into his second year. It's like,
well, I just don't understand why he went there and didn't just stay committed to Auburn though. It's so weird to me.
Well, and same for Walker Howard. Walker Howard committed after, or no, that was Spencer Sanders. Yeah, but Walker Howard went there when they had Jackson Dart already too.
You got to also think coaching matters. I mean, maybe he could have looked at what Matt Corral. He could look at Mike Corral's success with Lane Kiffin and probably went there and probably said maybe he could do some of the same things he did with him with me. I mean, obviously Hugh Freeze. I don't know how he's going to do with us.
Alan said that's like watching Geno Smith and Drew Lock quarterback battle all over again.
I want to say this.
This is worse than that.
It's going to be
because this is a clear starter on this team. But
I want to say like a reason why I would start Dart as well is because Dart went 226 completions for 362 pass attempts compared to Spencer Sanders 212 completions to 368 pass attempts. Sanders had more pass attempts this year than Dart, and Dart still did more with it. He threw 2 more interceptions, but that's all. He threw 3 more touchdowns than him. He had a better QBR than him. He had basically everything other than rushing and interception. Dart did better in. And for me, I'm an old-fashioned guy. I like my QBs to be like the passing. But if they need to run, they can run. So I like Dart here more.
Well, you know what? They didn't have a running game in Oklahoma State. It's obvious if he had 8 touchdowns on the ground.
Yeah, it is.
I'm going to tell you something about Jackson Dart, though. Like we've been watching in the XFL. What we said the other night, Brandon Silvers always throws that one terrible pass, right?
He does.
That's Jackson Dart. He does it every single game. He'll light it up. He'll run for like 80 yards. He throws that one bad pass every single game.
11
interceptions.
But this is great for Jackson.
That equates to about an interception per game.
This quarterback room being so deep is going to be good for him, though. Mm-hmm. I love deep quarterback. I love deep positional rooms because you're going to be scared to lose your job. That next decision that you make, and you know how Lane Kiffin is. That dude is like the biggest light switch ever.
Yeah,
he gets excited at one point, and he will move on the next.
Mm-hmm. Don't care.
He's done it his whole coaching career.
He took out Rice Plumlee. As soon as he saw Matt Corral throw a few times in the first game, he yanked him.
He said,
Matt Corral.
Yep.
I wouldn't be surprised if he yanked somebody for Walker Howard if he looks like the better quarterback.
Yeah.
He's a 5-star.
I'm intrigued with what he does with Sanders if he gets the job, because like he got the running to mix in with the passing.
But you gotta remember,
Matt Corral figured out with, but Matt Corral was more of a thrower than a runner. He could do both though.
So this is what Spencer Sanders is going to give you over the other two, and we've seen it. We've watched the Oklahoma State games to know that first quarter, he gonna look elite. After that, it's a plane crash. Jackson Dart, I mean, it's just the only one that you don't know, man.
Like Fishing said, that
it's
one
Howard,
bad pass.
Well, I mean, you got to think having more than one offseason or Lane Kiffin, he's going to get infinitely better. He almost had 3,000 yards. Spencer Sanders started for 4 years at Oklahoma State and didn't ever throw over 3,000 yards, though.
Never.
He was 26 yards short.
You got the experience there, but I don't know.
If it was me, Howard Walker is the one I'm concerned about.
Yeah. The young guy just don't wants to prove himself.
And in this picture, he looked about 40 years old.
He looked like Josh McCown.
So is he going to be like Tom Brady and like his agent's going to be reverse type thing? Is that what you're saying, Dante?
Mm-hmm. Definitely not.
Looks wise.
Yeah, he looked old, bro. You know. Already said the stats really don't mean anything though.
I mean, sometimes it means something.
It's just context. I mean, you're absolutely correct. And Artie, shout out to him, man. He watches pretty much every single one of our film studies back, like in succession, and comments on every single one of our videos. So I appreciate you, man. But from watching our film studies, you already know. I mean, yes, we watched a film, and we'll point out like, hey, this is his best statistical game. This is worst statistical game. What I always say in every single film study. Your best game should look like your best game, and your worst game should show glimpses of what your best game should look like.
Yep.
Even through a loss.
If we can't find the similarities, we'll just watch another game to see if there's the same thing. And then Will Levis is the biggest one that everyone looks at.
So Jackson Dart and Spencer Sanders film study coming.
Yeah.
We should do it. We should do it.
Yeah, I mean, hey,
Hey, those we're gonna put those back on the schedule, man. What was the schedule? Hold on, let me pull it up. Pull it up, guys.
Monday and Friday film sessions.
Is it one tonight?
I think it was tonight.
Wait, what's it tonight?
Yeah, film study, 11:30. Which one
I'm there.
Which one are we doing? Jackson Dart or Spencer Sanders?
Let's do Sanders.
What's the next one?
I don't know.
I want to see Dart. Actually, I want the Dart one.
We should save these type of film studies until after the draft.
Probably.
Yeah, we should do all our film studies before the draft on people that are actually in the draft.
Yeah.
We should,
that's true.
And then after the draft, then we can get to this. That's gonna be interesting.
Oh, the college ones are gonna be fun.
Yeah, I mean, we don't really do them in the NFL all that much. We're gonna start doing those on Fridays. Whatever the game of the week is, we'll watch an NFL game of the week from the previous week, and then the NCAA won the game of the week, and we could point out different stuff. So that's what I want to start doing. Jackson Dart, please. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that later. So we'll talk about who we want to talk about next. But yeah, man, this is probably the most interesting one. I mean, this looks like Texas A&M's quarterback room from 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't understand why Spencer left us to go to a place where he might not.
He didn't want to come there, bro.
Right. He didn't like Auburn. Just accept the fact.
You're literally.
I see what you're saying. Why I go to? I see what you're saying. Why I go to Ole Miss? I mean, but
it's either one or two things happen. He really thought that Auburn was his only chance, and he really didn't like the coaching staff. And then Ole Miss pinged him, and they said, "Hey, you still over there?" It's like the girl you'll notice, Manny, when you get older. It's like that girl that hits you up at 1 o'clock in the morning, be like, "You up?"
Yeah, I don't think, like, you're gonna get an instant quarterback job. Like, who's better than Spencer Sanders in our quarterback room? Robbie Ashford? Like, come on, bro.
Robbie Ashford might be. You gotta get, I don't know. Wait and see.
Come on,
wait
bro.
and see. What you seen from him? You ain't seen nothing.
Come on, bro. Robbie Ashford.
You seen him under what's his damn clown name? You ain't seen him under no good coaching. You ain't seen him under no good coaching. You haven't seen TJ Finley under no good coaching really either. So how about that?
How about you blame your coaching, Manny?
I mean, there was a shaking ship, bro. You got to hit the reset button. You got to hold everything new now.
Bro, he missed wide open throws, bro. There's no one better than Spencer.
It don't matter. That's because the practices probably went like shit too. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I mean, they probably did, but still, like,
you let your best quarterback go. That's what happened. And he balled out with Oregon last year. And now, he has a family member that's on that staff. That's what's crazy. He was like, "I'm out. Y'all are not giving me enough chances." Bam. And then he went to Oregon and balled out after this man said, "Bo Nix is trash, man. He's going to be trash at Oregon." And I was the only one before I knew fishing that said, "Remember this, Manny. Remember I said he's going to be my player to watch. I need to go back and rewind the tape and go find that clip where I was saying that." And everybody's like, "Man, you think Bo Nix?" And what do you end up doing?
That was
balling out.
Hey, that's how I feel about Graham Mertz this year, baby.
That's literally just emotion. I didn't believe any of that. I thought Bo Nix was a great player.
That's bull.
I'll play.
You know what? Here we go.
I did not do that.
Yeah, right. We didn't define that. Right. Manny's an alien, bro. Straight up. So everybody look out for the Ole Miss quarterback battle.